Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another Christmas decorating video. We are going to be decorating the living room for Christmas. So putting up the Christmas tree, decorating the mantle for Christmas, the couches, the shelving, just a lot of fun in today's video. Now before we get started, today's video is actually sponsored. So I did want to take a second just to talk about the sponsor before we get into the decorating. I felt like it was a really natural integration. This is something that we use every single day. Today's video is all about making the living room cozy and preparing for the upcoming season, and this product is perfect for that. So this is my space heater, and it is the best space heater ever. We love this thing. It is so cool. I took some really cool shots so you can see what I'm talking about. But this is our Southing space heater and we love it. So this is the Southing Star humidification heater, and this is the coolest indoor space heater I have ever seen. So the reason that we really wanted a space heater is our house was built in the early 90s and we have a very old furnace. So with that, like if it's cold downstairs and we want to turn the heat up, what ends up happening is the upstairs just ends up being like 1,000,000 degrees and it never really warms up downstairs. So we thought it would be perfect to have a space heater on, like when we're hanging out in a central area, just to kind of take some stress off of our furnace. So to tell you guys a little bit more about this, like I said, I have been so impressed. We use it every single day. And yes, it's a space heater, but it also has so many really cool features. So for one, it's beautiful. I feel like it kind of just looks like a piece of decor in my home. But not only that, like I said, it has a humidifier built in, which is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It almost, if you don't have a fireplace, it almost gives off a fireplace type of illusion because it has a little bit of a flame effect. You turn the light on, you turn the humidifier on. It is the coolest thing. So we love that because for one, it's nice to have a space heater, but obviously in the winter, having the heat on, it dries your skin out, it can kind of dry your nose out and all of those things. So I love that this has the humidifier built in with the heater to kind of prevent that. Some other really great features that I like about it is it has a whisper quiet sleep mode. You can put it on a timer. It comes with a remote. It also has a star ring safety system. So it has 6 safety controls, some of those being a tip over power off. So if the body was to accidentally hit or fall over or tilt more than a 45-degree angle, the power would instantly turn off. It's also made with fireproof material. It has overheating protection, and it has a quad core heat management system, including dual PTC ceramic heating and dual air circulation. That way it helps the room to heat rapidly and evenly. So if you guys are interested, I feel like this would be a really great Christmas present, but they're having a really amazing sale going on right now, and they also gave me a discount code. So I'll have the link down below, and you can use my code 10LaurenMid to get an extra 10% off. And thank you so much to Southing for sponsoring today's video. Now before we get into the decorating, I knew I wanted to go ahead and give this room a really deep clean. That way I had a fresh start before I went in with the Christmas decor. Now if you are not here for the cleaning, that is okay. I will have some timestamps on the screen. That way you can just skip ahead to the decorating. So like I said, I knew I wanted to go in there and give this room a really deep clean. So I went ahead and we washed all of the couch cushions. We cleaned underneath the couch cushions. We pulled the couches up and cleaned under those. We even pulled up the rug. And also I could tell for the past couple weeks that the rug had been kind of shifted. I noticed that the rug pad was peeking out a little bit. So that's something else that I wanted to fix before I went in with all of my Christmas decor. Now you might be wondering what I'm doing with the post-it notes. Sometimes whenever I move the couches, I'm like, okay, this is my chance to adjust the rug and do a little fresh start. But sometimes I go a little rogue and then the rug ends up in a totally different spot and I put the couches down and it looks weird. So I wanted to mark off where I started with the rug. That way I only made little tweaks and I didn't get too crazy, if that makes sense. the tree looks a little silly in these clips, and I hope it's not bothering anybody's eyes. I did add twinkle lights to our tree, and I have this super fast forwarded so it looks really weird, but I had seen so many people talking about that viral Home Depot Christmas tree this year that like twinkled, and I didn't want to spend money on a new Christmas tree just because, you know, it wasn't in the budget, and also we only take it out for like a month or two a year. So I ended up going on Amazon and searching twinkle lights, and I found some that just plug right in and wrapped around the tree, and I feel like it gave it the effect for much smaller of a price. Okay, so as you can see, the couch cushions, they look so much brighter. They're completely clean. I have a completely fresh start, cleaned room, not a crumb in sight, so it is time to get into the Christmas decorating. So I have been all over YouTube and Instagram watching everybody's decorating videos just to get inspiration for myself. And something I loved that I saw a few people do was drape garland around a mirror. I don't think I would have ever thought to do that, but I thought it was such a great idea. So I'm just taking some command hooks. I had a bunch of hooks left over from last year, and then what I did is I went on Amazon and just bought new like command stickers to stick onto the hooks, and it worked perfectly. So I'm just getting those right around the edges of my mirror. So this garland really was trial and error. The issue was I got this little garland from Home Goods and I love it. It has the gold jingle bells. However, it's kind of a wimpy little garland. So I wanted to go ahead and layer a couple of them just to make it a little more thicker and look more natural. And I could not figure it out. I tried intertwining them. I tried putting them going separate ways. This is super fast forwarded, but I probably did this for about an hour, and then I ended up just going back to my original plan of just using the one garland, and I actually am very happy with it. I think I made the right call. Now, something you're gonna notice that I love decorating with in all of my Christmas videos are bows. I just feel like if there's ever an area where you don't know what to do with it, or it's not quite turning out, or it's missing something, try adding a bow. It can really bring the space together. So I have this velvet red ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I just went ahead and tied a big red bow. I really like having it where the ends are like a little extra long, and I think it's really pretty, and it added that extra something on this side of the garland that was a little bit shorter. So this is my favorite part of Christmas decorating every year, is doing the mantle. And thankfully I already had this garland set up from last year. So what this is actually two separate garlands. I think I got them from like Marshall's over the years. But like I said, sometimes when you buy the cheaper garlands, they are kind of wimpy and flimsy and just not as full and thick. So I already had these two that I had intertwined last year to make it look like a thicker garland. Now, like I said, these garlands, they can sometimes feel a little wimpy or not be as full as you want them. One of my favorite tips is to go to Hobby Lobby and get just one or two stems of the cypress branches. And then what I do is I actually pull them apart, so they end up being like 6 pieces of it. And I like to take it and just stick it into any spots of my garland that feel a little bit sparse. Not only does that add a different color, a different texture to make it look a little more realistic, but it also makes it more full. Now I love how the mantle's turning out so far, but this is the one area that even after recording, I'm just not 100% happy with. I don't love what I did with the stockings. I wanted to give them like a little something by adding some ribbon and some bells, but I'm probably gonna go in and change it up a little bit. So I'd love to know if you have any ideas, but this did remind me of a story I have. So you'll notice I never use like those heavy stocking holders that you put on your mantle, because when I was younger, my brother was like 2 or 3 years old and I must have been like 15 or 16 at the time, and I was supposed to be watching him, and he went over to the fireplace, he pulled on one of the stockings, and then our super heavy stocking holder fell off the mantle and like flipped down and hit him right underneath the eye, and he was like 2 or 3 years old. He had to go to the ER, he had to get stitches. It was a whole thing. So neither my mom or myself buy stocking holders anymore, and we just use command hooks. So I wanted to show some behind the scenes. This is just after doing the mantle. I felt like the whole living room was trashed again. If you guys have ever watched my videos, you know I am so bad at cleaning as I go. I don't know why I cannot do it. Everything, I'm like a human tornado. Everything always gets really messy around me. So I didn't want it to get overwhelming this year, so I decided to take a quick break, tidy everything up before I continue. This might be my favorite find. I will say I didn't buy a ton of new Christmas decor this year, but I did buy this centerpiece from Home Goods. It was $39.99, so a little bit pricey. Usually I will not go for something that high, but I thought this was so worth it because of the pot it came in. The pot was so pretty. I loved how it looked like aged, but it was still like white. It wasn't dark. And then the arrangement in it was just so beautiful. I love that it was already put together, because I think anytime I try to do a centerpiece like that, it never looks quite right. So I loved this. This is like my favorite part of all the Christmas decor this year. Another one of my favorite tips for Christmas decor is to buy pillow covers rather than pillows. I know when I first started buying a lot of Christmas decor a few years ago, I always just bought the pillows, and I ended up having a ton, and it was really hard to store them away when the season was over. So the past couple years, I've really focused on going on Etsy or Amazon and getting pillow covers. One, because they're easier to store, but two, they're so much cheaper. These quilted ones, which I actually didn't end up using in the video, and then the red ones that you saw as well, were from Amazon a couple years ago, and I think they were like $15 for a 2-pack. If you are on the hunt for Christmas decor but you're not wanting to spend a lot of money, don't forget to check out your local Goodwill, Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity. That Santa picture up there I actually found at Goodwill for $2. Now, I've recently, over the last couple years, started collecting these little Christmas villages. So my husband and then my in-laws have bought me a couple over the years for like my birthday, or I think for our anniversary. So far I have this church, I have the little gingerbread vehicle thing, as well as the toy factory, and I just love them. I feel like they're so magical around Christmas time, and I would love to one day when I'm older have like a whole village that my boys remember me like collecting over the years. So far I only have the 3, and I did put them up on this shelf so that my 2-year-old and my 6-year-old can't grab at them. So this is a little toy basket we have. Nothing's really organized. Basically, my boys pull out what they want to play with, and then when it's time to put it away, everyone just throws it in the basket. So I thought it would be perfect to take a Christmas throw as well as a Christmas pillow, just to kind of disguise it a little bit, but the toys are still easy to reach. So this is what I came up with, and then it was like this for the whole night, and I decided I didn't love it. Something about this area was bothering me. I felt like there was nowhere to put like a drink if you were sitting on the couch. So previously with my fall decor and my spring decor, I had this vase with florals here, and this is actually a vase that I thrifted. It was like a ceramic vase or a glass vase from Goodwill, and I went ahead and painted it and like thrifted it and made it look aged, and I love this vase, so I decided to put it back where it was and just add some greenery, and I like it so much better. I think it has the height that it needed, and there's a little spot to put down your drink if you wanted to, so I just feel like this works a lot better. Speaking of changing things up, something else that was bothering me the night after I filmed this was this blanket. I do like this blanket, but in this area next to the mantle, it just looked too cluttered. So I decided to go ahead and take that out, and I actually think it looks so much better. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for coming over here. I would love for you to leave a comment down below and introduce yourself. Also, I already put up a kitchen Christmas decorating video, so I'll have that link down below. And I've been making Christmas decorating videos here on YouTube since, I want to say 2016. I think in 2016 I did a Christmas apartment tour, and then 2017 was my first time doing a decorating for Christmas. So I'm 31 now, and I started them when I was like 24. So it's crazy just to see the different places we lived, how my style has changed, which is like a huge difference. But yeah, if you guys want some more Christmas decorating videos, I have tons on my channel. I would love for you to stick around and watch some other ones. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a channel. Welcome back to my channel. Why do I sound like that? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel.